JL Rock Percent Off Collector. We're here with another action figure unboxing and review, and today we're going to be looking at Hasbro Marvel Studios X-Men 97 Bishop. And you know, I've been waiting to get my hands on Bishop for a while. I mean, I liked his character way back in the 90s when I was collecting and got into X-Men, and of course with the new Disney series, it's just sweet. And I love the fact that he was in the intro. So I finally got my hand on this, and because I'm a percent off collector, you know I got a good price, and I'm gonna give you a spoiler, it ain't the price you see down here. So I already know that this is good for my collection. Let's see if it's gonna be one that's good for yours. Alright, so we're here with the Bishop from the X-Men 97, which is just sweet. I love it already. It looks great. So we're gonna get into it. You can see all the artwork here and all that, looking cool on the card. You can see the other ones in the line. I think I did pick up both Storm and Rogue, and you can see those reviews coming up eventually over on our Women of Action Figure channel, which is just female action figures. But without further ado, let's get this bad boy open, because like I said, one thing about doing all these collections is how long it takes before I get one. Oh, I forgot that this is that kind of opening where it's like you got to kind of peel back here. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but it's just like when you see it, you're like, oh, it's one of those, huh? Okay, so, I mean, like I said, in the end, that was painless enough. So let's get in a little bit closer here. Take a look at him. Get him out the plastic prison. I guess first we can quickly go over the weapons. So you have his blaster here. Pretty good. You know, I have to say, at least for this line, the gun feels a lot, you know, it feels good even though it's like rubber. Like, it's interesting because, like, when you look at it, you might think, oh, this is hard plastic. But, I mean, look, like, it can bend. But when you first touch it, it doesn't, you know, it has good weight to it, and the sculpt is pretty nice too, so that's interesting. And then it has two extra hands here, so that's sweet. And then we have the figure itself. Oh man, a lot of noise there. All right, so yeah, he's looking sweet. I really love what they did with this. So let's get in even closer so we can just see the awesomeness. So, I mean, just right off the bat, I mean, just the sculpt on the face, how it looks, it's great. I mean, yeah, you can see a little something here. I don't know if that's just dust or whatever, but that looks cool. And, of course, the tattoo that was put on him and all that, and I think that's sweet. I really hope they do his sister. At least as far as right now, I don't think they have his sister yet, but I'm really liking it. Even, like, the hair and all that, like, it looks really cool. And then of course, you know, outfit traditional from that time period as far as the outfit, but you know, it looks really cool. Like, I like how it sticks out. The yellow looks really nice. Like, even though the belt, you can't move it, you know, it's still out there. It's not like a painted on thing. You know, the holster in the back, of course, for his gun, and I mean, that fits in perfectly, so I mean, that's great. And, you know, yeah, overall, there's not going to be a lot of, like, mystery to these figures, but they don't have to be. I mean, for me, I just like the fact that I have a figure that matches, you know, what I want. So, I mean, articulation, I mean, a lot of this is your standard that you're going to see on that. You know, you can move around the feet, and I actually have no problem that doesn't have the toe. I never was a toe articulation person, but, I mean, look at it. You can do all that movement as far as the feet are concerned. And then you also have the movement here, like, I guess at the calf level, I would say you would call that. So that's cool that you can move that around. That really helps with posing, especially for people like me that's still a novice. Of course, you got those double joints, which is great. And of course, you know, it starts off a little bit tight, but you can get a lot more. There you go. So you can get a lot more movement with those double joints. So people know about that. That's cool. And then you have the cut right at the hip, so that's sweet as well. Again, helps with that posability. And then you have the waist turn, so really good waist turn. Then you also have the ab crunch. I mean, that's good. Look at that. Like, as far as the ab crunch, that's really good. That's nice. And then, so we already know you can remove the hand, so I'll show that in a moment. But so obviously, usually when you can remove the hands, you can rotate the hand, stuff like that. Then of course you got the double joint in the elbows, and that's really great for posing with different types of guns. You know, that double joint, you're allowed to do a lot more poses, and especially if you're holding a weapon or something like that. And then the head movement itself, pretty good range. I mean, looks down, up, pretty sure, yeah, full rotation if you need to do that for some reason. So that's sweet. So you can see that the hands that it comes with basically has kind of like a grip hand, and then it has the fist. So let's see how hard it is to remove these. Not hard at all. So you can see that there. And then you're able to put in the other one. Bam, no problem. And then you're able to take the gun. And the hand is, the hand's pretty malleable. So, I mean, look at that. You can open it up wide, and then it goes back into form. And I guess that's also what's good about having like the rubber gun, is that you don't have to worry about it being difficult to get the gun in there. So, I mean, that's sweet. I mean, it's these here are short and sweet. It just looks really awesome. But let's put it on the turntable for final looks. All right, so here he is on the turntable, looking sweet. And I'm just happy with this. I mean, I just love the, cartoon animation accuracy, the way it looks. It's a figure that has all the poses that you want and just the colors and everything. And it just matches up with the line. So whether or not you're putting together the entire team or not, that's up to you, but that's just cool. And just to show you, I had the old Marvel Toy Biz version. Oh, he's like, here, lean against your big brother. So, I mean, that's what I was working with before. Like, early on, when I started collecting, I saw someone that had a Bishop figure. Oh, look at that. He was too much for him. Look at that, man. Too much. That ain't right. He should be falling over because of that. But someone had these figures. I got them for like, I think 50 cents or something. Obviously scuffed up. He didn't have any of his weapons or anything. But, now, I think with the turntable, I have his feet slightly off. So I think on one of the rotations, he kind of steps back, and that's why he fell at first. But seems like it's working now. So I had this Toy Biz version, and now I have the larger Hasbro newer X-Men 97 version. So I'm really happy with that. And so as far as the price, one of the things I always tell people, and being the % off collector, I'm always looking for the deal. And I know that it's possible that, I might miss out on something. It's possible something goes out of stock. And in a case like this, this figure I was actually seeing for different prices. Like sometimes when I couldn't find it, I'd find it at one store and they wanted like 20 or 30 bucks for it. And eBay was even up there some of the times. Sometimes they'll do something like 24 bucks, but then like $10 shipping or something. So originally you saw that the price was $15, but I went to a garage sale. And what I always tell people about garage sales is be careful about what you see on YouTube. And I say that for me too, because I see people say things like, oh, make sure you go to, a specific garage, or call them or ask them and all that. And it's like, you never know. Like, some of that advice might work, but I know a lot of people that get mad if you message them, especially if they didn't put anything about toys, and you message them, you ask them, they'll tell you no, and then they'll have that. Like, I've had people tell me that they've told people, nope, I don't have video games, nope, I don't have toys, and they do. So I try to do garage sales based on like a location. I go to where there's a cluster, so I could just visit as many as I can in maybe a 10 or 15 mile radius. And that's where I found this. And that had a sticker on it. And the funny thing about it is, as soon as I looked at it, the lady came out and said, hey, just want to let you know, that's not the price. That was what it originally came with. And I'm like, how much is it? She said $5. So I got this for $5. That's sweet. I'm happy. This is an excellent part of my collection. And I have to say, I believe it'll be an excellent part of yours. Hey, thanks for checking out the channel. And if you like what you've seen, please consider giving us a like, comment, a sub, all that stuff. It really helps the algorithm as we try to make a push to reach out to more collectors that, like me, like to get that discount. Because you know how I say, no discount, no deal. All right, catch you later.